All right, what's going on? This is my playoff predictions for the 2024 season. So we're gonna start with the 2-7 games. There's two games because I feel like it's just the easiest ones. So we'll start with Pittsburgh against Buffalo. It's supposed to be absolutely horrible, the weather, like worse than the Miami game. And I'm not saying like the Steelers don't know how to play in the snow. It's just I feel so much more comfortable with how the Bills have been playing recently, especially coming out off after probably their biggest win of the year against Miami. So that's why I'm picking the Bills against Baltimore. Green Bay, Dallas. As a Seattle fan, it sucks to not get the last spot. We didn't deserve it. Jordan Love's been balling out, although I'm not a big fan of him. Dallas, however, 8-0 at home. Um, their defense is unbelievable at home, except against us, obviously. Should have won that game. And I don't know. I just don't see a world where Green Bay wins. All right, let's go over to the 4 or 5 games because those are like the other easy, not easy, but less stressful. So Browns, Houston. I love Houston. Love Houston. I know people say Cleveland has the best defense in the league. Haven't seen it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm turning on red zone every week. I'm seeing Browns defense giving up 30 points, 30 points a game, even 40 against the Colts. And, CJ Stroud coming off after the Colts win. I don't know. Although I do love the Texans, I feel like it's just going to be one of those letdown games, and Joe Flacco is going to continue to just cook up. That's why I got Cleveland against Houston. Um, Eagles, Bucks. Eagles, most fraudulent team in the league. Bucks in the most fraudulent division in the league. Baker. He proved something this year. He's not horrible. He's not good, but he's not horrible. Um, and it's just gonna be like a low scoring 17-13 final. And I do have the Eagles winning, however. Now let's go over to 3 versus 6. These are the big ones. So Miami, Kansas City. Weather's supposed to be like -1, 5 inches of snow. Well, not five, but and it's going to be just 50 carries versus 50 carries. Who's going to score more touchdowns? And I don't think there's going to be a touchdown in the game. This is going to be like a 9-6 final. And Miami doesn't perform well against big teams. And although I do hate Mahomes, never lost in the opening round, I believe. Unless I'm tripping, which I don't think I am. So I'm going Kansas City. Now the game of the year. Lions, Rams. I hate the Rams. Hate Nakua, most overrated wide receiver in the league. If he was on any other team, he would be horrible. Just a system wide receiver. That's why Najig was better than him. That's all biasness though. And the Lions. This is their first division win in 22 years or something. Um, Overall, the better team. So I have so much pressure on them though. You know, first playoffs in a long time since like 2015 or something, or 2016. Sorry, in Seattle. And I just don't see a world where they can lose at home in just this big of a game. I don't. I understand that it's Stafford's reunion. I guess you could even say Goff's reunion, but I just don't see a world once again where the Lions lose. All right, let's go over their top games. So Cleveland, Baltimore. It's a division rivalry. Um, Baltimore, the hottest team in the league, arguably the best team in the league. Cleveland having just so many statement wins over the last few weeks. Um, but overall, in the end, I just can't see Baltimore getting upset in the first round. I know they choke a lot in the first round. I'm not a fan of the Ravens. Never was. But I just can't see them choking that hard. Eagles, Niners. I feel like this one's pretty straightforward. Eagles are gonna fire Sirianni after this loss. They need to change things, especially after the start they had. Been losing the last 4 or 5 or 5 or 6, whatever it was, And this game, it could be like a 30-point blowout. We saw what they did against Philly in Philly. No difference here. Let's go over the two better games. Chiefs Bills. I'm going Bills, just easy. I This is going to be a 24-point win for Buffalo. Taylor Swift is going to go home in her $50 million mansion, sad and crying, and then probably make a whole album about this game. Probably saying how the Bills lost or Bills cheated. Sorry. And then when Travis Kelsey breaks up with her, another album coming up. So watch out for that. And Detroit against Dallas. We all know what happened in Week 17. Dallas cheated with the Decker ineligible man downfield. And Dallas, they haven't gone to the conference championship in I don't know how long. And Dallas Detroit riding with this much momentum, like a statement win against the Rams. I just can't not pick them. All right, Buffalo against Baltimore. This is where I see the road ending for Baltimore. I love Buffalo. What they've done the last few weeks really shows. Yes, they choke in the playoffs a lot, but I think this is definitely their year to try and at least make a Super Bowl push. And I understand that it's in Baltimore, but man, that place is quiet. M&T Bank Stadium, not a scary place to play at all, man. You could get a college football team in there and put up a few points. Detroit against San Francisco. This is going to be like a 38-35 final. It's just I don't see a world where Detroit can withstand the Niners. I've said in a world too many times this video. My bad. But yeah, the Niners, second best team in the league. Purdy or Anna Fry, most overrated quarterback in possibly NFL history. Just a system quarterback, throws a 1 yard check downs to McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, and they just do the rest. And Duvernay, I think he's on the Niners, and yeah, they just do the rest. And I just can't see a world. Oh, again, damn, where the Lions win. Or well, I can just not right now. And then Super Bowl, Bills versus Niners. Unfortunately, as a Seahawks fan, I'm gonna have to go with the Niners to win the Super Bowl. This is gonna be a very good game. I feel like better than last year's Eagles Chiefs. That game was just so fixed. It's not even funny. Even as a guy who wanted the Chiefs, that game was fixed. Um, but yeah, the Niners, yeah, they had a rough game against the Ravens. A few weeks before the end of the season. But they really picked it up at the end. And who cares about that? Rams lost. They sat all their guys. Who cares? And yeah, this is their year to win it all. They've gotten close twice now. And last year they should have made it if McCaffrey never got hurt in the playoffs. But yeah, I have confidence in the Niners to finally do something this year in the playoffs and prove everybody wrong. And yeah, that is my playoff prediction.